Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions here with a super quick stock market update. This is going to be solely based off of technicals. There was no major news or there was no major economic report that was released today. Today is Monday, March 27th. I just wanted to share a couple thoughts I shared with my LPP team during our live trading session. I already opened up this position and we're actually getting a little bit closer to actually closing it. And it's on the 30-minute time frame. What we began to see is there hasn't been much progress on NASDAQ in the past 3 days, right? We can see that we had a resistance at 315, but really the most common resistance range was right around 311, 312 as we were, getting rejected and struggling to hold above that. And one of the things that I always say is if there's no signs of continuous progress, then why do you still have an open position, right? Any open position is a position that's open to risk. And because we saw this valid resistance level, again, we're playing very close eye to this specific resistance right around 312. So once we saw that it got rejected, one thing that I was looking for is the break below the moving average. Once we got that confirmation of the break below the moving average, again, it was very easy to see that this thing was beginning to form lower highs and lower lows. Now, what's the plan, right? This thing's all over the place. What exactly was I looking for? I like to slow things down, and this is why I always like to talk about looking at larger time frames, because when I look at larger time frames like the 5-minute, 30-minute, maybe even 1 hour, it gives me a better overall picture and a better understanding of what the market is actually doing, right? It's very hard for me to be able to see, okay, where should my entry and my exit target be if I'm trying to short the market on the way down. But if I take a step back, right, if I'm trying to make money as the market sells off, I can be like, okay, well, if we break below the EMA, then that's going to be, a first step of showing signs of progress of a weaker market, right? That's going to be the first step. All right, we broke below the EMA. What's next, right? What is my target? Well, then that's when I really began to step on the gas on SQQQ, right? SQQQ goes up when the NASDAQ market goes down, just for those that are unaware. Now that we broke below that, well, where do I plan to sell SQQQ? Well, what I'm looking for is where has been a previous support range for NASDAQ, which is QQQ. And we can see that based off of previous pullbacks, we hold above the moving average. Based off of recent pullbacks, we hold above the moving average. Based off of recent pullbacks, we hold above the moving average. The moving average has been a very solid support range. So what that is telling us is that if we do pull on back, the first very major support is going to be 308 or right around this moving average, which then means that for SQQQ will be right around 3320, which will be, again, a very common resistance range. So when trying to identify what is my ideal entry, what is my ideal exit, then by looking at this larger time frame, I can get a better picture and a better overall understanding of what's going on with the market and really slowing things down to set a more realistic goal, right? I can't just go into SQQQ, only look at the 1 minute and be like, today I want to sell at $35. Well, why, right? Why do I want to sell at 35 or 33.59? Just because we've been there before? Well, no, right? I want there to be substance behind every analysis that I try to do, right? And this is why looking at larger time frames, then you can look and have a better understanding of how the market is moving and specific supply and demand zones, right? It makes it a lot easier to be able to make more informed decisions, especially when there's no significant news that's being released right now, and all the other major economic reports that are set to be released are until later this week. One of the things that I want to remind you is the one that I'm paying the most attention to are the ones that we have throughout the later part of this week, and that's on Thursday and on Friday. We have GDP third estimate, and we also have PCE prices being reported on Friday. One thing that I asked you guys yesterday, and I'll leave it up to you guys, this week on Tuesday, as tomorrow, and on Wednesday, we do have the vice chair speaking. I do not have to live stream this, right? This is going to be 30 minutes after the market opens Eastern time, right? So at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes after the market opens from wherever it is that you are, Vice Chair will be speaking, Michael Barr. And if you want me to host this live stream, all I literally ask you to do is to drop a thumbs up. It's free to drop a thumbs up. If you want me to host a live stream, I just want to make sure enough people show up, get this video to over 1,500 likes, and I'll host the free live stream tomorrow here on YouTube. Just make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications to make sure YouTube alerts you when it is that I go live. Other than that, again, I'm very excited to follow up. I wanted to explain to you guys, what led to my trade with my entry, with my ideal exit right around 33.20, and I shared all of this with my LPP team. And again, not only during our live trading session, but I even explained why I'm aiming for specific entries and exits and keeping them up to date with my overall trades. And again, I work with one team and one team only. So I like posting these free videos on YouTube, but if you are someone that would like to work with me on a closer basis, you guys know that I only work with my one team, and that's LPP. So if you want to watch me trade live every day, if you're an absolute beginner and you want access to our A to Z video lesson library, our private group chat, which is what you just saw, and access to our TechBuds Trading HQ located in Chandler, Arizona, this is LPP 2.0. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. It's all inclusive. I offer nothing else. And on top of that, for every new member that signs up today, you get automatically entered for our GTR giveaway 5,000 times. So for every new member, you get 5,000 automatic entries for a chance to win this 2019 Nissan GTR or $50,000 cash. But again, you get to watch me trade live every day, and that's exactly what we offer with an LPP 2.0. That's that second link in the description down below. We're also running our biggest sell, which is $150 off. If you have any questions before signing up, I would encourage you, feel free to message me via Discord or via Instagram, and that's the first or third link in the description down below. I want to remind you that my team will never reach out to you first. And what I mean by that is there's so many fake accounts on Instagram, on YouTube, that will try to email you through WhatsApp or through Telegram. I don't have any of that, right? I'm verified on Instagram, I'm verified on YouTube, and I am verified on Twitter. I will never message you asking for money. I offer one thing, and that's my Learn Plan Profit Group. So if you want to learn more about it, it's the second link in the description down below. If you want to message me, I provide you the links in the description. There's fake accounts that will message you in my comment section pretending to be me. Those accounts are not verified. I have no alternative accounts. Please make sure that you are aware of that and just report them. Let's get those fake accounts taken down, and hopefully these social media platforms can do a better job actually removing those spam accounts. So like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.